to someone and they were like so egotistical, and it was like the conversation was all about them. And it's like no matter what you said about yourself, it didn't matter. They would just find a way to relate the whole conversation back to themselves. What kind of people do that? What's up, everybody? It is your girl here, GenuinelyDivine, coming at you today with a video all about Mercury being in the zodiac sign of Aries. If this is your placement in your birth natal chart, you guys, this is definitely the video you need to be watching. Make sure you guys comment down below how this Mercury placement affects you in your life, and also what resonated with you in this video. Also, those of you who are new to the channel, make sure you click that subscribe button, and also remember to turn on your notification bell so that you'll be a part of the notification gang, okay? So let's get into the video, you guys. Mercury is the planet of communication. It is the planet of intellect. It was called, in the Greek mythology, it is the god of the messengers. So Mercury is the communication planet, better known as the communication planet. Aries is the zodiac sign of war, aggression, passion. It is fire energy. It is the sign of courage, impulsivity, and independence. So what happens when the intelligent, communicative planet comes into the zodiac sign of Aries? Mercury and Aries people are impulsive type speakers. They are passionate speakers, and they will make you believe what they're talking about. You will feel it in your soul because fire burns to wherever it needs to burn to. Make you feel their intent behind their words. Mercury and Aries people can come off as being nice, nasty type people. Mercury and Aries type people, they tell the truth. They don't care if it makes you happy, sad, or in between. They're going to speak their truth about your situation or whatever it is that you ask them about. That is how Mercury and Aries are. They are just passionate speakers. Their fiery nature just will not allow them to hold on to something. There's a burning urge or burning sensation inside of Mercury Aries people that they cannot control, and they have to say what it is that they need to say at that particular moment. They cannot hold it. Now, of course, if Mercury is in retrograde, they're going to be a little bit different type speaker. They're going to speak more like a Pisces. You know, they're going to probably be a little bit more, you know, compassionate, or, you know, just be like, don't worry about it. Just move on. Let's just do something else, you know? But if Mercury is direct in Aries, these are very direct speakers. These are very fiery speakers. These are very passionate speakers. When you're on their good side, they can motivate and inspire you and encourage you to become your greater self. But if you're on the other side, you know, where you're pissing them off, they will make you want to run and hide and never have a conversation with them. Mercury and Aries people, sometimes they make rash decisions. They are impulsive, especially when it comes to communication. A lot of times they don't think things through. So sometimes they can be a tad bit illogical, and they're, well, I wouldn't say illogical, but they're just really impulsive when it comes to speaking. A lot of times they act before they actually think. And then they usually think about it later and be like, oh, why did I do that? So a lot of times it offers them grand opportunities, but sometimes it puts them in situations that they don't want to be in. So if I can be of any advice, Mercury and Aries type people, work on your impulsive. Learn to think before you speak. Mercury and Aries type people, they're just quick in their movement. They can be very athletic type people. A lot of times they think fast. They move fast. They speak fast. Sometimes they can talk really loud. They like to be heard, and they're going to be heard. A lot of times, Mercury and Aries type people are just like really good communicators. They are somewhat too passionate and sometimes too aggressive, but that's on the darker side of Mercury and Aries. When they're on the light side of Mercury and Aries, they're just like really fun people to listen to. They're like fun people to talk to. They can be funny, they can have fun, but they can also be very direct when it comes to the truth. They really don't like lies. They almost hate lies like God hates sin. So I mean, that's just the Mercury in Aries type way, okay? This is how they feel about things. Now let's talk about the dark side of Mercury in Aries. These can be some of the cruelest people that you have ever met when it comes to communication. They can make you feel intimidated because they are so aggressive and you just don't know how to speak to these people. Sometimes you feel like you have to walk on eggshells because you don't want Mercury in Aries to bite your head off, because yesterday it could have been okay for you to say these things, but today it's just not the right time. So a lot of times Mercury in Aries type people can just be very cruel in their speech. They can cut you, they can burn you to the ground if they feel like they need to with their words. You know, they can be very passionate. They can say some of the meanest things ever out of their mouths to hurt your feelings really, really bad, okay? And sometimes they just have this really, really sassy, nasty type attitude. But like I said before, if it's retrograde, a lot of times it can be very nice, nasty, especially if it's, you know, they still have some of that Pisces energy going in there. But for the most part, Mercury and Aries type people, calm it down just a little bit. Think before you speak. Treat people the way that you want to be treated. This is the energy you were born with, but you're in control of it. And now that you know, and now that you are aware of it, make sure you start practicing and working on how you speak to people, and think about how you make other people feel. Because a lot of times Mercury and Aries type people, they only think about themselves, because Aries is the sign of independence. It's a very self-oriented sign. So when they're communicating, they're not thinking about the next person. They're just thinking about what they're feeling in that moment. But Mercury and Aries type people, you have to definitely think about the other person that you're having a conversation with, and think about what you're saying, and if that is going to make them feel bad or make them feel some type of way. And if it's not necessary information to speak out of your mouth, then don't do it if it's gonna make a person feel bad. That's really all I have for this video. So until the next time, you guys, I wish you so much love, peace, and so many wonderful blessings. Bye.